Okay, people, just wanted to show you some of the growth that has happened in the last 4 weeks. So a month ago, we had a hard freeze for 2 nights in a row, killed it back. You can see right there, that was the death from the hard freeze. And right at the side of it, right there, you can see that, we have a couple of new growth shoots that are coming off the edge there. And at each little node, there's more growth. So it seems to have sprouted more growth with the freeze that happened. But I'm sure that the length of the growth is not as long as it could have been had it not gotten frozen. But that's not the reason why I'm showing this video. I'm showing this video for this reason. You see those nice little dots right there? That's going to be fruit. So this is all on first year growth. Little dots that you can see right there. Beautiful. That's all fruit. I'm going to zoom up there. That's all fruit at each one of those leaf nodes. That's all going to be fruit, which is stellar. I mean, this thing is just loaded with it. So they will sprout into little flowers that are teeny little yellow flowers. And this is for the sugarcane jujube. I have a Shanxi jujube up on the hill that I will make a video on with that. But this is second year in the ground, really big tree. If I just zoom back here, like my nice little pile of wood stuff, I'm gonna chop that up. But the tree is about 8 feet high. It's not the biggest, but look at how well it's filled in. I mean, it is a beautiful tree. I'm digging it. So, just some exciting things. Now you know what it looks like when your jujube starts to get these little dots on it. That's actually the fruiting stuff. And with jujubes, which is nice, it's all on first year growth, which is this green stuff. This is all new growth. Anything that's green on this tree is all new growth. And that's where it sets fruit. Even down here, because of the pruning that I did this last year, I lopped off the top right there so it wouldn't get taller. And what that does is that encourages growth further down. So the nice thing is I will be able to get additional fruit off of these lower branches down here, and I'm going to build the scaffolding. Scaffolding, is that the right word? I don't know. Out to the side of it. So it will go wider on both sides and produce more fruit being lower to the ground. Because I don't want to waste this much tree. I mean, that's half the tree almost. I'm about 4 feet high before it actually branches out into the tree. So I could get so much more fruit on this thing. But that's how you stimulate growth down below, is by pruning off some of the top. It will stimulate growth on the widths and kind of move its way down and create new growth. Last year I didn't do any pruning, and that's why it shot up instead of shooting out. So I hope that helps, and I hope you have a jujube. If you don't, you should get one because it fruits every year. And I'll give some info on jujubes, everything that I know on a jujube. That'll be in an upcoming video. Oh, watering habits. What I currently do is I water about 30 gallons a week on this thing, and it's in a drip line that is surrounding the trunk. Sorry about the wind, but up here on the top of my orchard, the hillside, whatever you want to call it, I just wanted to show you the Shanxi jujube, and look at the fruit that's starting to develop on there. Those little nodules that you see right there, yeah, that's the fruit. That will eventually flower out And if they get pollinated by the other tree, which is down there, right there, that's the sugar cane. If the sugar cane pollinates with the Shanxi, then I will get a lot of fruit production. But this is all 1 year growth. I mean, that's as large as my hand. So we have about 12 inches of growth in some areas. Also down here, another 12 inches of growth. These guys are vigorous growers. Yes, I just said the word vigorous. Gotta love the Jujube. Wish I would have found out about this a lot sooner. But good little growth that's going on with it. These newer sprouts that are occurring right there, there we go, these newer sprouts, they don't set fruit for a little while. So you'll have some areas where it's more like these little sprouts that are coming off of the nodes that were separated there. They'll create little fruit nodules that will turn into small flowers, and then that's when you actually get the fruit, usually in around September, October, sometimes as late as November, just dependent upon when they break dormancy. This guy did take a little while to be able to break dormancy, but all right, it's the middle of May here, and this is the Shanxi Jujube, Shanxi Jujube, whatever. But one thing that I wanted to point out is look at those flowers. So that's what the flower looks like. And then right there's the bundle. These are teeny. I mean, that's the size of my thumb. I've got a fat thumb, but they're teeny. That's all you need. And then this will continue to grow down the line. And as it continues to grow, it will continue to get more of this fruit set and then these little flowers as it grows. Okay, here's the sugarcane Jujube. This guy's about 8 feet tall, and I've had other videos about the sugarcane. This obviously, the trunk that's sitting right here, this is old growth from last year that's coming up, and then you can see the coloring from this. This also is old growth. It's kind of a grayish color. This green color, that is the new growth. And also, if you look at this part here, it's kind of a green. It's more green towards the ends, and it gets more white as it goes down towards the base, or more of a gray. But that is all new growth. If you look at this branch right here, that is all new growth. That's about 1.5 feet. Same with this branch, all new growth. Now, why is that important? So the new growth is where fruit will actually come on. So it comes into this regular length, and then it comes out into this smaller, like this primary shape, the secondary shoot, and then when you get to these little parts, these are the tertiary shoots. So this is where the leaves are coming off, and the leaves right at the base of the leaf is where the node starts to grow the fruit. So if I look here and zoom in, you can see leaf and multiple flowers. That is what the flower looks like for the Jujube, for the sugar cane Jujube at least. There are some more nodes growing on there. There's another nice little flower. They are teeny flowers. That's my thumb. It's a big fat thumb, but these flowers are probably maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe. Anyways, they'll grow multiple on here, and usually it's only one fruit that will set per leaf. But if we have that many fruit per leaf, look at how many leaves are here. It's amazing. We're gonna get hundreds of jujubes, and I love these things. Not only do they grow well in the desert, but they taste really good. They're smaller than an apple, but taste better than an apple, I think, in my opinion. But anyways, gonna get new growth going up here. I'm gonna let this guy get to about 10 feet so it can help shade other fruit trees. I didn't even see this guy back here. Geez, that is really long. That's like almost a 2-foot growth pattern there. Stellar. Well, I hope that that really helps understand and see what jujubes look like in terms of how well they grow, how they fruit, what the flowers look like. And I'll do another updating video as soon as the fruit starts to set, so you can see what that looks like for a jujube. So put down any questions or comments that you have below and see if I can answer them. Have a stellar day.